map. TYLOO up 2-1. And ViCi Gaming looking for some redemption after what they suffered on Inferno. Can they do it here on Mirage, or is it yet another grand final victory for TYLOO?
Well, Max seems to think that the pattern will continue. One team gets 16-3, then they 16-3, then they get 16-3'd, 1-5 in the GG bet odds, favouring TYLOO, which seems to lean forward towards Jordan's argument. He thinks TYLOO is just going to win this one. 2 smokes, going to throw stairs and jungle, maybe try to pull those players in connector, out of connector, back towards the A site. And then these 2 players, these fine gentlemen, somebody in slowly can try to walk out underpass, but they've gone a little early. Maybe they've gone right when they meant to, Jordan.
Yeah, that's not good news for Zoking at all. He's cleaned up Kaze now behind triple, and he's got so many players to deal with. Oh dear, I think we're going the same way as we went on Inferno.
Jam Young, opportunity. He manages to slot one onto somebody. And he's just hoping to punish some extra aggression. Misses the jump though, so takes a tiny bit of falling damage. Summer up on ticket, going to be spotted. 1v3.
Just knocked all of Jordan's stickers over, I'm so sorry.
Oh. Jam Young makes his way to Sandwich, looking to slide to site. Now attacker spotted, and he has tabs on all the remaining 3 Ts. Spots Dan King over towards jungle now, taps it. No kit, needs to get it done in the next 2 seconds or he's dusted. And it looks like that'll be the round for TYLOO regardless.
Good way to start it. T-side pistol secured for them. And when they got off to a good start on Inferno, they very, very rarely slowed down. Only really when some individual brilliance came out for ViCi Gaming could they actually make something happen.
Do you want the answer? Do you care about what I have to say, or do I have to just...
Well,
I just need to check
care.
now, because Jordan's made me feel really insecure.
No, I really care, Mac. Just tell me.
Thank you. Yeah, I think TYLOO are going to have a sick anti.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's an anti-force.
Well, it's an anti-whatever at this point, because they're just hitting everything. Now let's see what they can do with the mid control here. ViCi with a triple stack in con.
Yeah, I don't usually like second round force on the CT side of Mirage, but let's see what ViCi has for us. Very centralized around bid. It's a 1-3-1 for TYLOO. Somebody's starting to make his way up underpass. Walking along. Thinking about mollying Zoking out of position, but actually doesn't go for it, as TYLOO's starting to edge up middle here. Jam Young in pole position at bricks.
Oh, how's the timing? Jam Young needs to go forward. Dan King close. He's edging around the corner. Jam Young, oh, can he smash it? There's the lineup, finds the double ding, and a second, third as well. Big play from Jam Young to get ViCi back into the round, back into the game. Quick smart.
Well, it can't just be Jam Young. Someone else from ViCi is going to need to step up here. Summer is making it look tough for Zoking, but at least with the AK, he does manage to trade down for Kaze. This is a big round for ViCi, bringing things back into their favor. The question is going to be how many guns can they take through. It'll be 3 the answer, maybe only 2.
Jam Young just makes that FAMAS look so good. Makes it look like a viable weapon.
6 and 2 already in 2 rounds, doing big work initially. Let's see if he can continue this one.
That seems to be what it is. It's just Jam Young versus TYLOO. Absolute game of this series. Force buy-in from TYLOO. 2 grenades across the whole team. They're just going to try and deagle armor their way out of a bad situation. Slowly going for a pick towards B. TYLOO walking out A. Applying pressure with those Deegs. Seems like TYLOO, apart from middle, are just trying to split and pick at the moment. See if they can find any openings, pull some rotations over. But haven't been obliged by ViCi Gaming thus far. So they'll have to go towards their B or C plan at this point. See what they can get done.
Solid setup still here over towards the A site. Dan King looking to work some time in. Somebody here at low is him, and slowly there's just so much attention drawn to the left side, and it's the perfect bait. Kaze trying to get away to safety, but attacker denies him.
Well, that's one gun out of the picture. TYLOO definitely can get work done with the Deagles. We've seen it on Inferno. Saw it a couple of times even on Vertigo. Norman already copying some bullets. It's a big spray down for Zoking, which he holds on to and makes work.
So Summer had a little bit of tunnel vision there. Bit unfortunate for the Mans. Zoking finds himself the 2K spray down after whiffing a few initially. But there it is. 2 for 1. ViCi into the lead early. And the economy is looking okay, bit all over the place. As TYLOO send it just to a deagle or two. Or even just the one on the Dan King there.
It's going to be the single save for TYLOO. ViCi Gaming creating some good space for themselves. 2K plus in the bank on most of their players if they have a clean anti-eco here. They're going to build up quite a bit of cash for themselves, and that's going to alleviate some of the pressure of the absolute drubbing that they received last map. But Dan King's looking to dish out some more with the Deagle.
Off the back of the Bentet flash, it's perfect up against TYLOO where it once came. And again, just gets that second, flicking around the manual turret, 9 bullets in the clip, and he's found the bomb. Bit of cover from above as Zoking trades it through. It's a 1v3 now, and Dan King's just on 24 HP to try and clutch it. Body tag on the Kaze, a bit slow on the trigger there. Alrighty.
Hang on, Dan King.
Oh,
Hang
no.
on. Don't let this happen. An ace with the Deagle for Dan King. TYLOO can get themselves a second round, and it's Advent in the one-on-one. Dan King doesn't have the bomb, but he is going to creep back and try to collect it. He's got plenty of time to work with here. Has not spotted Advent, but Advent spotted him. That's a critical second for Advent. He's going to peek the corner and does clutch it out for ViCi, but way too close for comfort.
Almost an ace for Dan King. $700 invested in that round from TYLOO. Crushes ViCi Gaming's economy. Yes, he did not get the round, but just look at ViCi's money. This was meant to be the round that they got that CT side economy to start to flourish. They gave themselves a little bit more breathing room, but Dan King just stifles them.
Well, that's it as well. Just getting those 4 kills is huge because he went for the $700 investment. And then wouldn't have had too much to work with in this round, but, you know, the 4 kills, the kill reward just looking so damn sweet.
He's just earned his grenades, really, Mac. Got to make money, to spend money, something business.
Yes.
I think you got to spend money to make money is probably what you were looking for.
I thought you were perfect the first time.
But I'm not the one with the marketing degree or
Not marketing, but close.
sales.
Not sales either. Not even the same department. Either way, it's a one-man advantage for TYLOO. And I'd say that constitutes some pretty nice stonks here, Jordan.
Oh, well, I do have a few of those. Some very nice stonks.
Are TYLOO on the up, do you reckon?
No, I've got the ViCi stonks, and they are rising. They're up 3-1 at the moment. So definitely had to buy in when the stonks were low on Inferno.
They're a very risky stonk at the moment, though, because their money is very fragile right now. They could crash at any moment.
It's all right. All they need is a big investment of some other investors. Need everyone to get on board with the ViCi hype train.
Mac, are you investing in ViCi coin?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Love a bit of ViCi coin.
Just
need
in time.
1 or 2 more. And Matt, what about you, Pilsky? Do you reckon? See, you just missed out. If you didn't, what about now? Come on, price is rising. If you don't get in right now, things are going to go higher and higher.
Oh, no, I think it's going to probably fall apart from here.
Oh, and Kaze just shooting a little bit too high, finds the coverage. As somebody gets down through the spot, and here comes the stonks now.
Well, I told you, Pilsky, you've missed out. 1 on 3 here for Attacker. And look, you should have invested in Kaze coin, to be honest, that round. 4K for him.
Oh, it would be stupid to invest now, though. I've missed all my windows.
Oh, it's still early.
Still early days, Pilsky.
You said it yourself. You got to make money to make money.
The market always goes up.
It's my goal today just to break Pilly as best
It's
I
not
can.
that hard, is it?
No, it's really not. I just smiled at him, said, huge! And he lost it.
It's that cheeky smile back.
I feel like you don't even need to do anything at this point. He's going to lose it.
Oh, Mac. Not looking. Half by here for TYLOO. Going to try and make a bunch of pistols and Mac 10s work. It's going to be a B execute. Jamyoung getting up onto the line, takes the initial contact. It's already a one-man advantage.
The Mac attack, so named after Geordie McAleer. He invented this strategy and sent it to China for TYLOO.
It hasn't worked very well, let's be real.
It hasn't worked very well, to be honest, but there's a reason that Coach Mac doesn't get too many gigs.
Didn't work out too well. Do you have some pointers there for TYLOO, Mac, about how they could have executed your signature strat?
They needed to throw the Macca's smokes.
Yeah, gonna have to go have a chat to the boys after that one. They really just didn't go shoulder to shoulder. Looked more like a boulder just rolling in bit by bit and really came crumbling apart. You've got to be more like a rock, you know, the 5 fingers of the one hand, etc. Whoever the hell said that. Doesn't even matter. Just go in together, kill them, make sure you're all spraying at the same man, and then after that, maybe you've got an opportunity. But for now, look, at least we've got some AKs.
Well, it's great to hear from Coach Mac, and best of luck in the next tournament.
Mid-game press conference. That's exactly what we want to see.
Yeah, that's the ESL production prowess.
Just patched him right in.
Live coverage
Seamless.
from Coach Mac.
He's been doing work. I've been having a chat with him lately.
Stairs and jungle smokes to pull those rotations off middle, and now you're seeing TYLOO pick up the pace, going to split straight up connector.
I'm not so sure how this one works out. ViCi still watching ramp. Jamyoung are 1-for-1. Mid is certainly in control for TYLOO, but they want A. Advent and Zoking doubled up under balcony. Advent drops, but Zoking's position unknown. That's bomb out in the middle of nowhere. Summer flying through the air still makes it work and slowly also caught Ormond. So TYLOO with a change of pace will get over the line on the A bomb site.
But it's Kaze in a 1v3. And he almost did it single-handedly before, but this time looks like he's opted to save early. Doesn't want to be giving up an AWP for free.
Look at him just gliding around.
Dan King got his hands on this. Look, he wants to as well. He realizes this situation. He's gone for the hunt early. But if Kaze's not found here, he'll be able to make a hearty breakfast in the kitchen, have a lot of energy for next round.
Meanwhile, Dan King's just binned himself. Literally. He isn't moving an inch. I think that's right where TYLOO's economy is right at this point in time. Can't really afford to be going for those hunts. They drop any more guns and they're not going to be able to afford anything to cook up in the kitchen. See if they can cook up some more rounds for themselves. So, AK is being brought up across the board. ViCi, plenty of cash to be able to reinvest after a good performance from Kaze, shutting down one of those other gun rounds. Dear God, Jamyoung, have you got how many kills?
He's got 14.
He's almost got more than the rest of his team put together.
Last round, he had more kills than TYLOO did.
It's true. Not sure if he's going to find too many more. Although there are some TYLOO players heading towards him. Flash onto the line. Just trying to get that info, but somebody posted. ViCi with heavy presence over towards the A side of the map. Now as Zoking is actually going to contact all the way to the top of mid. Watch unders from here. Changes his mind though. With just the one molly over towards the top boxes.
There's the window smoke coming out for TYLOO. ViCi still doubled up in con. TYLOO's got very little map control at this point in the round.
We've still got Summer lurking over towards the A side. I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing. He's throwing a flash for the rest of the boys there, but they're unable to get out rather. Kaze on a nice line. Dan King. He's going to be solo here with the bomb, so hoping that Attacker can make a move from under pass. That's going to be Dan King. Goes toe-to-toe with Kaze. Somehow comes out on top. Shows the bomb as well. As Summer makes his move out to the A side, Zoking holds perfectly. And now it's like, where do you go as TYLOO? The only option is going to be that B site. There's 30 seconds. Somebody needs to get past Jamyoung, but Jamyoung's too damn solid. It's going to be a 4v1. Dan King, what has he got for us?
No one is getting past Jamyoung at the moment. Certainly not Dan King. Well, okay. Never mind. Lied about that one. Doesn't know that there's a player at bench, though. So Jamyoung was an over-glorified decoy. But still no one got past him, to be fair.
That was the 100% though, because Jamyoung, he's good, but he needs some of the other boys to fire up. So he just throws his body out there, lets himself die, lets Ormond get that confidence frag, and then he just G's him up in the team speak. He says, "You're the best."
Yes, great trade, boys. Great trade. Good round. Get in there. That's like, you know, the hype man.
Yep.
It's kind of like how I see myself here on the desk is I don't say much, but when I do, I get Billy going.
Mac.
Yeah?
You never shut up, mate.
True.
You say a lot.
You know what?
I do.
Jamyoung saying to Orman in the team speak there.
What
He's
is
saying, Orman, your name, Or, AU, chemical element, AU, gold. You are gold. You are number one. Orman, gold man.
Take the grand final. First place, baby.
Go for gold, son.
Maybe. Maybe. 6-2 right now on Mirage. Bit more reminiscent of Vertigo than it is from Inferno.
Going to be a quick one onto this A site, my friends. TYLOO just getting ready, waiting out that utility, starting to put the pieces of this execute together. Advent going to have this great counter flash ready for Zoking. 2 players in CT retake. 4 smokes onto that A site.
Straight through the smoke. Now Molly missing the mark there on his Zoking, who goes wide. There's the first bomb spotted as well. And ViCi, they're all rotating in. There's just such a solid defense here, but Zoking's gone down Summer here with the Galil starting to shred through the defense. And now, it's just like that. It's a 4v2.
It looked so good for ViCi. They had everything they needed, and Orman almost cancels the bomb plant, but he's done just enough. 2 kills. It's Jamyoung still alive as well. You cannot count these 2 out of this fight at the moment. DanKing, he's gone back down to the Glock. He's trying to make this one happen, but Jamyoung rolls right in. Oh, the Glock comes out, and DanKing wins the 2-on-1.
Money's pretty cooked for ViCi Gaming. This could be where TYLOO steps into the limelight and actually starts to take control of this half. It's been a while for them to get going, but that's a massive clutch won by DanKing to just pressure that CT side economy and give TYLOO an opportunity, an inroad to even up this round count and keep Mirage nice and close. Tactical pause for ViCi Gaming. 3-3 for Advent. It's like he hasn't even seen anyone. We're 9 rounds deep.
Yeah, usually this is his map too. You have to remember that. He's been the crux of TYLOO the last few times they've played Mirage. But a bit of a slow starter here. Well, that being said, you mentioned it, he hasn't seen too many of them. Mostly because Jamyoung's just deleting them.
It's the buy up for ViCi. Bit of an awkward one. MP9s. Or 1 MP9 rather, Famous. And the rest of them are good. Limited utility, but it's Mirage. Could work for them. Both teams quite broke. This is a very key round. If TYLOO wins this, they could even up that round score. But if ViCi wins it, that's where they start to run away with this half a little bit. Actually start to front run on that CT side. Hasn't been pushed off that mid line just yet. Hasn't seen any T's in middle whatsoever. That's a lot of information. Zoking needs to be careful.
Rough timing. The pre-fire comes through. Attacker just does not let go of W, and it's working so well. Over towards the stairs. Orman not going to be ready for this one. Attacker just smashes through that defense on the A side. Somebody on a Kaze. And look, Jamyoung, if you backed anyone to try and win a situation like this, it's him, but 1v5. Ooh, big ask.
Not a chance. No way.
He hasn't seen anyone this round. He was just sitting in window while his whole team just got blown out of the server. As soon as he does, yes, of course, it's 3 headshots consecutively.
Unfortunate reality is that Jamyoung is the B player, so he's actually not going to have too much of an impact holding the A site. Already does a bit of damage to TYLOO, but look, time has run out.
Strat is just avoid Jamyoung from TYLOO. Just get the hell away from the man.
What if they just cheat Jamyoung over to the A bomb site? Have someone else anchor B.
A good strat. I'll tell Coach Mac to let the boys know. Thanks, Jordan.
All right. 6-4. TYLOO making a comeback in the first half, and ViCi's economy is now broken.
Going to keep things nice and tight, TYLOO.
Hey, Jamyoung. How about you go play out of position over on the A site? Good luck. Just keep shooting everyone.
I don't think he's going to do it.
You don't think he's going to do it?
I think he's just going to stay at B.
I think it's Jordan's birthday, so he should do it. Oh, look, Jordan, there you go.
Thanks.
USP.
That's so kind of you.
They've listened to you. They're going to put 5 over there.
I like that. They've actually stacked the correct bomb site as well.
Oh, the mollies. Are they going to use the mollies here, TYLOO?
They're going to use a few. With the peek off the flash and slowly managed to find one. ZoKing gets it done with P2K now. He's going to continue going forward and just trying to find DanKing through that smoke. He's gone through a blinder, but unfortunately there's not many bullets left in the clip. And it's just chaos. But unfortunately ZoKing could not find another, and TYLOO end up only losing 2 as they stack on a 5th here on Mirage.
That's disappointing for ZoKing. All he needed was 2 or 3 more bullets in that M4.
Or even just to push through the smoke. He would have had DanKing dead to rights.
ViCi Gaming buying up yet again. No warp this time. Again, limited utility. But CT side Mirage, they can make it work. TYLOO, they're building up some cash, but after sustaining a few losses, some of their players still quite poor, and they've more or less reduced their loss bonus now. This game still could go either way towards the later parts of this half into round number 12 now. A slower one with a big emphasis on mid for both teams. Mostly ViCi Gaming though. Playing retake on both bomb sites. Jamyoung from pillar position. Kaze's full retake on CT, and you've got this hold on mid from ViCi Gaming. Bunch of off angles from multiple players, and it's just Attacker here with the support of Slowly.
Oh, and Orman baited into the line, but Attacker.
That was so sick from TYLOO. I think it was intentional, but Attacker just pulling his nade out doesn't grab that opportunity. DanKing's picked the only player over here towards the B site.
And the only player that is actually dragging ViCi through a lot of these rounds.
ZoKing misses a sitter there over towards Con as up short they come slowly onto Orman. This is getting from bad to worse for ViCi now. And Advent, he's just going to hightail it straight back out of there. Flash coming through as Attacker. He's hearing all these little footsteps going in through CT. He's going to get the timing. It's Kaze to find one. Now they're just fighting for the rifles. There's no money in the bank at all. Kaze playing with fire there. Advent sprays it down at long range, and in the 2v2, there is some time, but unfortunately Kaze goes down to Summer. TYLOO, they were just on the hunt so quickly.
Yeah, I think we're kind of getting to that point where TYLOO are the ones that are dictating Mirage right now, and it's ViCi that are playing in TYLOO's domain.
Sending a message. Not going to stop ViCi before they get too far ahead here in the first half.
I'd say TYLOO are the ones that are ahead now.
Yep.
Going to put ViCi on that single save around the M4. Beautiful. Jump spot ain't what it used to be, Mac.
Certainly is not. So much more dangerous, and as you saw there, Jamyoung going down was a huge detriment to ViCi in the round. As we head into the 13th now. What do ViCi have for us? It's just Advent with a rifle, couple of upgraded pistols, but that's about all she wrote.
2 smokes in mid from TYLOO and a couple of flashes over the top. Might sort of mess with ViCi as to where they're actually headed, but now TYLOO do start to throw some utility out on this A site. Molotov on top of the balcony, a couple of smokes fly out.
Just so much utility raining through ZoKing. Close range 5-7. Certainly the pistol to take through, and he's going to do it as well. There's the bomb. Can't find the second as he does fade away. But look, they're going to have the man advantage for now. 11 HP on Kaze. Smoke it, pal. ZoKing firing blind and almost finds another. It's just the change in momentum. Attacker jiggling through will find the first onto Kaze. They know that the stack should be here. It happened before, and TYLOO may just continue to run straight out into it.
I don't think they're all that concerned. A bit more of a slow and steady kind of push here from TYLOO rather than a quicker ascent into the bomb site. Orman and Advent trying to salvage something, but they're not going to get too much done here. There's just too many TYLOO players. Nice tap from Orman, but end of the day, TYLOO get what they want, and that's the round. ViCi have another bite. How much is that going to help them?
Much better looking buy, at least in terms of the utility for ViCi Gaming, but TYLOO well and truly in control. And King almost leaves his ult behind in spawn, but luckily reminded by attacker.
Kaze's made that short jump. It won't find any fruits here at mid, but still able to control nicely.
Orman going to flash Jamyoung on this line, potentially. He's got it ready.
Oh. Jamyoung really doesn't want to be jump peeking again. Doesn't want to lose his life for free, but in comes that utility. TYLOO with a mid-round bust, and Jamyoung's in a strong position, just looking to deny the wrap slowly on the entry. Gets half the damage done, but the bomb is down on the middle of sight, and there's still so much utility. And so many players alive for ViCi, just rotating in now. DanKing, though, fighting here through the windows.
DanKing and Summer will try to salvage. They've got 5 players to find. 1 down now. A minute to play with, but they do have to commit to the B bomb site, and there is that wrap coming in from Zoking. So, tough situation for TYLOO. It doesn't get any easier either with Orman grabbing that kill. And so DanKing's objective now changes from winning the round to doing damage. Won't do too much of it. It'll be 8-7 either way.
3 guns kept over for ViCi. It's good enough to put a goodbye together here in round number 15. A very, very tight game of Mirage, at least in the first half here.
Just a couple of nice shots being slotted through by ViCi to make that defense look so easy. But again, where did TYLOO go? The A site has been more successful, and it looks like that's the direction they're going to be heading. But a bit of presence at mid first, coming up from somebody.
Yeah, pushing straight on the extremity for ViCi in response. Jamyoung's deep in apartments. Now you start to see Orman getting a wriggle on over towards this A side of the map. Smoke into window for TYLOO as attacker walks out.
Some great utility, but slowly, only with the Deagle here. He's trying to lead the charge. As he can, attacker. It's a great line held onto Advent, and that's going to be the opening. But the fast rotation from ViCi. They're in some solid positions, but Orman's found himself the double. DanKing dropping and drops the headshot too with Zoking to get it done in the end, and that's going to be the 8-7 half. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to potentially the final half of the grand final. Don't go too far because the second half's on the other side.
Let's take our time right now, it's just a vibe with you. I feel alive, now I'm feeling like up to the front, will it stand the test of time right now? I need a sign. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer, should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over. Tell me if it's over, am I your lover? Are we going solo? Or is it polo? Her face is saying don't go. I'm acting like I don't know. Whisper my name, say what you want, show me your thoughts. I do the same. My breath on your neck while I slowly caress. Feelings in gray, it's still the same. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer, should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over. it pull up, her face is saying don't go. I'm acting like I don't know. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer? Should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over.
Two very quick maps precede what is a relatively even one here on Mirage. TYLOO actually do go into the second half with a half disadvantage. Just the one round, nothing too major at this point. But they have got the map advantage, so they'll be feeling much less pressure than ViCi starting off in this pistol round. CT pistol though, always going to be nice to kick things off with, and somebody does go for the second peak. Hasn't worked out too nicely for him. Summer and Zoking trying to go for a bit of a tussle, and in the end it's going to be Summer and Attacker that are putting in the hard yards. Advent, a double kill with the Glock, and we're back to a 1-on-2. Dan King works his way into the bomb site very quickly. No fear at all. This is an interesting position, and Advent not aware of it. Kaze, a 1v1, holds behind bench. Dan King might just clutch this one out for TYLOO. He's running out of bullets. 2 shots left in the clip, and he gets it. Last bullet.
Ridiculous.
And TYLOO in the pistol.
Big clutch from TYLOO. Very, very close half, but they put themselves on the right foot to even up that scoreline. What do ViCi do, though? Advent's got 3.7, could go AK armor. They could drop over some other weapons or go for Gills. They are going to be forcing here. Bomb plant plus a couple of kills often do incentivize that T-side team to just go for the force, try to break that CT money. Advent just gives the AK to Jamyoung. You'll love to see it.
The faster looking approach from ViCi through apartments now. Just going loud. No one in through underpass though, so it will be a two-pronged approach in that direction. With the bomb over towards A main. Looks like they're currently planning to end over towards the A site, but TYLOO in some good positions to deal with this con push.
Smoke onto the top of Con there. Will give ViCi some room to actually try to make it happen. Flash over the top of ramp.
Slowly, good crosshair positioning, but unfortunately won't get too much done. As Orman into window. Managed to trade that one through. Somebody didn't see that one coming. Summer now just going to keep this one up. Big kill onto Orman to keep TYLOO in the round because it's back to the 1v3 now.
Bomb needs to be retrieved. Smoke deep into jungle for ViCi Gaming. Need to make sure they don't rest on their laurels here, but as the bomb makes its way to the site, it seems like Summer intends to just save. Hold on to his M4, and ViCi Gaming hit back straight away with a force buy and some pretty up-tempo play. Once they take that mid control, they just hard split the A site and get in the face of TYLOO, and a flurry of frags in the mid-round.
Definitely not what TYLOO can afford if they want to finish this match off 3-1. ViCi aren't half bad on Mirage. They've won it a couple of times recently against TYLOO.
Good to see ViCi getting back into the half early. Trying to keep it close. It is their tournament lives on the line here. As if TYLOO just win, well, that's it. It's over with. ESL One Cologne for Asia. It's been taken. And ViCi need to take it to train to have another opportunity, which I'm keen for. Finally, bit of train action yesterday really hit the spot over in the Oceanic scene.
Yeah,
You missed out on that.
I did, but
You
I was
certainly
watching
did.
from home.
Kevin and I had a blast.
Force up for TYLOO. Don't want to let control of this half go back in the favour of ViCi Gaming after a nice force buy. Danking's holding on to some extra cash, but we've all seen what he can do with Deagle and no armor. So he's not really a liability here for TYLOO. Slow around for ViCi. Trying to get a read on their opponent's investment, trying to take some map control. So that they know where they're at and try to use it as a launching pad to potentially just leverage that to win the round. Take some mid control, smoke into window. And it does look like they're going to go for this short split, but there's a 4-man stack on the B bomb site for TYLOO. It's going to be bad news for ViCi Gaming.
Well, off they go. So King holding strong. Couple of kills with that Khalil as he walks his way up short. Dan King and Summer. Well, they do remain on the bomb site. Dan King playing very, very sneaky-like.
Oh, how long can he hide here, though, before he's spotted finally? No, still nothing. The trigger, no body shot on the Zoking, who only had 21 HP. That was a winnable situation for Dan King, but he had to go big. Unfortunately, didn't happen, and ViCi, they're going to be laughing with that. 10-8, the 2-round lead looking nice.
Didn't seem like TYLOO were ready at all for that short split. So many players kind of out in the open taking aim duels with a bunch of riflers coming up catwalk. But end of the day, it's quite hard to navigate your way through a defense on that B site when you've got the range disadvantage in terms of the weaponry. So ViCi do a good job convincingly closing that one out. Now they have an anti-eco to get through to go up 11-8 with a strong economy.
And on the T side too.
Yeah, might be seeing train after all for Mac.
Been keen all weekend to see some of that train.
Maybe I should have got you some train stickers. There was some there.
It's not my birthday.
Not everything's about you, Mac.
It's not my birthday. Great utility usage and a nice entry from Advent. That's the B site dealt with already as TYLOO. Just on these USPs, look for an exit, but Summer's not going to find a thing as Orman just flicks around, and I think he's got an inkling that Dan King's hanging here too. Wades in as the timing. Jink comes through and it's a rifle retrieval, but Advent fast on the rotation to help out Orman.
Not fast enough to keep him alive. 11-8 though, as you have so eloquently put it, Pilski. It is a good spot for ViCi to be in with their economy the way that it is. But TYLOO will not be willing to give this map up just yet.
At least ViCi have a little bit of breathing room in terms of the round count and in terms of the economy. They have room to make a mistake or two, but still be able to recover. TYLOO, a little less room for error. Like ViCi getting ready for a pretty quick hit on this B site. Somebody's going to throw out that flash very early on. That's one of the key pieces of utility he's going to have. He's very much alone here, slowly deep in towards ladder.
Oh, somebody is going to have a rough job ahead. Slowly, however, coming in just nicely. Somebody's using around default. Jam Young finding ahead though, hunting another, and this is looking good for ViCi.
It's Jam Young continuing to step up for ViCi Gaming. If there's anyone that can kick them in this game, it is going to be him. Oh, but that said, Summer is doing much the same thing for TYLOO. He can't actually hold on for the third, but he's done a heck of a lot of damage to Orman. Kaze helps out with a kill onto Attacker. A 1-on-2 again for Dan King, but this time it won't go the way the pistol did. ViCi get their 12th, and I tell you what, if there is one player that can pull ViCi kicking and screaming through a map, it is going to be Jam Young. His form has been very, very good this series.
Look, he created the space, but you have to say the rest of ViCi also stepping up around him once the space is open for them. Stepping into the limelight a little bit more.
That's what you need to see.
Okay, the deco. Almost more dangerous than the last round, in a way.
True. 2 flashes, 2. No kit though, but aggression will come through as Jamyoung denies it nicely. Molly onto the top of Balk. Attack are going to be stuck in the shadows as the rest of ViCi start to follow through. Out A main they go.
Yeah, Attacker though is going to find himself a frag onto Soaking and slowly also chimes in. This is where it gets dangerous. ViCi need to find trades and they're just not being able to do it. 2 on 3. Bomb is stuck at the feet of Attacker. And ViCi now looking quite scared of pushing into the A bomb site.
You just need to not rush this. Need to wait for over-aggression from TYLOO. Try to punish something. Very much still in the ramp.
Somebody could work some perfect timing, but he's gone back to Con, worried about a rotation. And slowly, I think he spotted that the bomb was retrieved. Now just needs to find a jiggle. No head found though.
Somebody's already one step ahead.
Still
towards market.
It's good news for ViCi to grab that bomb and just exit for the moment.
They just heard the scope, and that's called somebody back over for a moment, but it looks like they're just being indecisive and instead sticking to that 2-for-1 setup.
Keeps TYLOO in 2 mines. They've sent Attacker fully into the B bomb site. Slowly in such a good spot. He's very good with the deagle. And now Kaze has to challenge one of the most difficult angles.
He's
going to save.
Saving.
The Deco's done it again, boys. That's massive for TYLOO. Very little invested there. Just a half buy. Gets them a 9th round on the board. Gets them a couple guns picked up. It is a massive boon to their economy. Whereas ViCi, bitter pill for them to swallow. To be able to reinvest into this round now, ViCi Gaming. They're going to have to drain the bank accounts. They were meant to have built them up after that Deagle round. But that's just the classic deco from TYLOO. Connect a hell of a lot of shots, and all of a sudden this game gets flipped on its head.
How much more does Jamyoung need to do to close this one out?
It's been a team effort. Very, very one-sided start. CT side, I will agree with you. Jamyoung was the main man standing up. But as we've moved into the T side, it's been a much more even performance across the board from all of ViCi. Definitely played a hard and close Mirage game against Invictus just the other day. Might have even been yesterday. Seems like a long time ago now.
It really does. These days just blending into one another. So much Counter-Strike on lately. But I wouldn't have it any other way.
Back-to-back tacks for Mac.
You want to scratch my back?
Well, you got to say something else there. A lot of thinking to do for both these teams. Fortunately for ViCi Gaming, though, they've been the ones to step out on the front foot. They've got a little bit more room to work with. So, look, it's not ideal to lose to Deagles, but if you've got a couple of rounds to play with, at least it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the game. And they could still mentally reset, try to recover. They've still got a bye here.
And they can still kind of walk this in as well. Can still make it a really comfortable map victory. TYLOO still not yet even in double digits. It's ViCi's map to lose from here. But those do feel like some ill-fated words oftentimes when we are talking about ViCi.
Well, it's TYLOO's final to lose at this point. They're still up. In terms of the maps. Dan King, he's not going to spot. The boy's out on top of balcony and he's fallen. Summer gets back quickly, but the utility's just not there to deny the vision. Summer, he's been looking so damn sharp. But Zoking goes through. There's the trades again. He has to go for the reload. Him and Orman up against one another, and there's minimal position for him to stand. So Orman finds him through that smoke.
Oh, this is an interesting peek. Somebody's going to make it work, but the trade comes in from Kaze.
Oh, so much damage onto Kaze. Bombs hit the deck. The T's have to recover.
He saw his head. The haircut not coming through just yet. There it is. As Kaze trades it. Great protocols from ViCi to lock it down, but boy, did TYLOO make that cost.
I really felt like slowly was going to make that happen. He had an incendiary as well, by the way, Mac. If he would have thrown that into Palace, Kaze cannot get that trade.
But Jordan.
But he did.
pulling out utility in a 1vx situation when you know that they are close, well, you better believe you're tilted if they swing you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a ballsy buy for TYLOO. The Eagles, SMGs, and an AWP for Dan King. If they lose here, they give ViCi match point.
But Pilsky,
But
we've seen TYLOO do more
mhm,
with less.
mhm.
It's going to have to be Dan King, guys. Honestly, like, unless they force it up connector into some SMGs, because I don't see a lot of these lines going well for those SMGs. Not on many for giving angles.
And look, you know what they say when you buy SMGs? You've got to make money to make money. Now, straight up short they go as slowly stops them in their tracks. It's not even the SMGs to have a say in the match.
Oh, what?
What?
The triple.
The AK retrievable now. Jamyoung and Kaze, the two kings, need to save it, but somebody stops them.
That's just typical, isn't it? That's just typical.
That might just be how ViCi Gaming lose the series, lads. Look at their cash. They've got nothing left in the bank account.
We're gonna need a replay of that. I was just thinking.
That was like Deagle RNG as well, was it not? How patiently was he shooting? I don't feel like he was spacing those shots and readjusting.
The first two were pretty quick. The third one, he obviously had the reset.
I want to see.
Let's go.
How much RNG is this? That's just hard RNG.
Oh, come on.
That's literally ViCi Gaming getting RNG'd.
Full reload for the third, and man, ViCi just forced that through a smoke and get punished.
Yes. Yes, indeed, Mac. I couldn't have said it better, man.
Well, it's happened to ViCi many a time before.
That's one of those mental boom moments for ViCi Gaming. Now they're going to try and force their way back into this. If this doesn't go favorably for them, TYLOO evens up that score deficit. Straight out A for ViCi, not going well on the entry.
Oh no, you can really just see it. You can see it falling apart in front of your eyes.
You can.
This is a TYLOO victory all over, isn't it?
It is. We've seen this so many times before. Slowly 3K on the Deagle. Summers now about to ace them. Attacker steals it away. A little goblin.
Look, I mean, TYLOO's still at a deficit. They're still at 11-13.
It doesn't matter. Just big plays for TYLOO. Fires them up. ViCi. They're going to start looking hesitant, Mac.
Man, the adrenaline, the testosterone, you can see it building. Summer is just got confidence running through every vein in his body with peaks like that.
Here's what I want to see, right? Next gun round, ViCi Gaming. How do they play? Do they play with confidence? Do they go for something quick? Do they play decisively? Or do they play hesitant? Do they lack map control? Do they run the clock down and be punished?
So many options. So
It's
little
really
time.
just two things. It's a contrast of two things.
Win or lose.
Do they play brave or do they play scared?
Well, somebody. Some big work now. Slowly comes into an advent on the Glock. Cannot find a damn thing. ViCi, they're going to have money to buy into the next, except for, well, Kaze, what's he want? Any utility? Because he's not going to be able to afford much.
There's very little utility, and there's a double AWP for TYLOO. That's not a good combo of things for ViCi Gaming. They're going to take attack pause.
All
They're
right.
going to have a chat.
This is what we need from ViCi.
Play to win.
MP7 buy.
No, Jordan.
What?
Play to win.
It worked for TYLOO last time.
TYLOO, they're not normal.
Well,
What
That's
are they?
An MP7 is not a player I will reward with a sticker.
2 stickers.
3?
How does
No, that's
ViCi
too many.
Gaming play on this T-side gun round? That's what I want to know, boys.
Well, that's the real question. It seems like when they go for those faster approaches, TYLOO are just so good at shutting them down. So
Okay.
go back to what works. Slow
This-
it up.
It's okay. They've got 3 AKs. They've got some decent utility. No warp, but Jamyoung has been really the standout for them. So they've got to get Jamyoung involved in the round early.
It's going to be a quick one, boys. Somebody on that secondary AWP. Deep Molotov jumps up onto the line.
I wouldn't run at somebody. If I had my choice here, he's not the man I'd run at right now. He's not missing too much. Now he's got the AWP cranking.
ViCi running that clock down. Smoke onto jungle side. ViCi trying to fake like they're going up connector, like they're pressuring that A site. But really it's a play into B. Slowly deep in ladder. It's just somebody here at the pillar.
He's fully flashed as well for at least the first couple of seconds, but he's being assisted quite nicely. That's not looking too good at all for ViCi. They have been slaughtered on the entry. And once again, I have to say it, a broken record. But this is a TYLOO victory written all over. You take that one round from Slowly, the 3K with the Deagle, and you can just see what it has done. Not only for the confidence of TYLOO, but the confidence shattering of ViCi.
I've seen it so many times, Jordan. It's the same thing again. It's insane. It's like watching the same game play out 5 times in a row, the same series. Just that one round which causes ViCi mental boom, and they're out of it. They're done. And it's just big play after big play for TYLOO on the way out of the door.
Well, that's what ViCi are going to need, is a big play of their own if they want any opportunity of stopping TYLOO before they get too far ahead here. There's still 13 apiece, and the execute's coming into the A site now. Dan King on the line. He wants some more short side. Not going to be expecting Sandman running at him with the P250. Tapping away out of Pal they go. ViCi trying to get it done with the pistols, but it's Attacker perfectly here at Sandwich, just going forward, and he wants some more. Orman on the Tech 9, but the range is not there. It's Slowly to find it. TYLOO take the lead 14-13.
I'm not surprised anymore. I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed.
ViCi's got enough for a bye.
I'll be a contrarian and say, good job, TYLOO. 1 round, and they've won the damn championship.
Combination of rounds, combination of factors. Slowly, what a turnaround. He was going double negative at one point, I think. 9 or 10 for 20. Now he's 20 for 20.
Oh, well.
He's fragging. All right, ViCi, last gun round. They're on their way out the door, but maybe they can hang around, make some awkward conversation, try to keep themselves in it. It's a 1-3-1 for TYLOO. Putting those AWPers on the extremities and leaving the riflers towards mid to maybe aggress in the mid round. But this is just classic ViCi gaming. This is the critical gun round. They're all sort of just, moving right and left. I'm in a defensive position. I'm waiting for TYLOO to push me. Oh, okay, nothing's happening. Let's start moving.
Oh, Attacker in the corner. Molly on point, and that's an opportunity. It doesn't spread just yet. Stuck in the corner. Zokin gets it done, but they're not expecting the double stack.
Oh,
Here.
no!
Soma finds a second from that position, and Zokin can't trade it.
How's he? I don't even know what to say anymore. How are they getting away with this? They can't keep getting away with this.
Jam Young, he's got to try and complete a 1-on-4. Surrounded by CTs that are all aware of his position, and of course it's a swindle through the smoke for Summer. That's how it started for TYLOO, and that's how that round ends.
How is Summer still alive after all of that?
Bit of luck.
Just
with a great positioning, couple of sharp shots, everything going right for TYLOO in round 28 to put them one step closer to taking Cologne.
Well, 1 round away now, Mac. And ViCi, they've fallen apart at the seams again. 13-10. They had it. They had a map 5 in the palm of their hands. It's not to say they would have won map 5, but now it's looking like an almost assured thing for TYLOO to finish it off.
But then TYLOO bought that round where you didn't really think that maybe they should have bought. And then they had a big play, and then ViCi went.
That's it. It's the economy breaker, and it worked so well. So one of those times where you see the risk really equal the reward, and the reward might just be, a hefty payday.
Yeah, one of the, 6 or 7.
Well, it's going to be a faster approach for ViCi straight out on the A site. Let's see if TYLOO get caught with the pants down. So far, so good. Zoking coming through, unable to get the second man. Dan King holding. The AWP looks so good.
Yeah, he's going to continue to ramp things up, and we may well be seeing a very final round of ESL One Cologne for Asia unfold before our eyes. Orman and Advent, 2-on-3, and they slow things down.
Oh no. 1 kill away. Advent. The man can't save it, and there it is, 16-13. TYLOO, they've done it. They've locked it down before ViCi could get back in, and again, they will become victorious.